Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Pardon me. I just actually had quite an energetic undergoing before starting this reading. I was just sitting here and kind of like channeling the energy and kind of just like thinking and vibing. And I really went through a lot. And then when I split the deck, the card was very significant, okay? Especially in regards to what I was going through and in regards to the energy rather. I'm not going to share specifics on that. Just know that if you just allow the process, whatever the feeling is, as we know, whatever the feeling or the thought is, if you just allow it to play out, it kind of like fixes itself. I'm also getting this energy, and this is something I do a lot actually. It's this energy of it's kind of like not wanting to heal anymore. So whenever like something is starting to trigger you, you kind of just like kill it, because it's kind of like for what or something like that. Okay. Interesting. So I feel like if you do resonate in that kind of like badass energy, I feel like there's some kind of energy that's holding you in some kind of cycle of repetitive manifestation, okay? And it's because you don't want to be triggered or something. And this can even come in the guise of like, I don't know, like this person is abusing me. I mean, they might be, for sure, but why is that triggering you? I'm going to share because listen, I'm going to share the conclusion I came to with my own thought process, okay? Basically, like the closure was that this person just like never loved you, like never loved me, it's like, okay. I saw this short the other day about this woman. She was talking to this like guy. It's a reality show, and she was like, "Boo, boo, boo. You know what? Like, I just don't understand because like, you like," and all of a sudden she just stopped. And she was like, "You know what? Like, you just don't care about me. You never loved me because that's what your actions prove to me. Blah blah blah. Something like that, right?" So I don't know. And I feel like so that is kind of like killing the trigger thing anyway, but like there was this process to kind of come to the conclusion like, yes, they are abusing me, blah 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 blah, okay? That being said, that being said, Jesus, what was that? That felt like a code word or something when I said that, Yes, they are abusing me. But listen, this is a spiritual thing. So if you are looking at any kind of situation that keeps needing to fix itself, it's because that situation is meant to be broken, okay? And like, do you want to spend your energy on something that was never reciprocating or never what you truly wanted or something? I don't know, like I'm getting this energy of like I would have died for you and you didn't even want to like stop yourself from fucking somebody. Like that's the kind of energy I'm getting. I'm even feeling for a lot of you, this is the energy you feel towards the universe, towards God, towards it's kind of like so what is happening here? Jesus. I feel like, yeah, what is happening? I mean, that's pretty heavy, 10 of Wands. Being willing to, but I mean, like, then you come to the conclusion that they're the one that lost somebody, blah, blah, blah. So, you know what? Yeah. I feel like there are some, like, really, we're already 4 minutes in, there's really, like, dense walls that you keep walking through, or like dense terrain or something that you keep like traversing through. It's getting easier, obviously. That doesn't negate the fact that what is happening. And it also doesn't negate the fact that ultimately you are the one that is not losing, because anything beyond I want to say love, but like in this case, like, if you're not dealing with love, like anything beyond you is superficial, is shallow, is, needs to be consistently fixed. You understand? So let's see what's happening. Oh my goodness, the Wheel of Fortune, yes. I feel like, this is even giving me that energy of like being dealt a certain hand and all of a sudden you make it something completely different. This is giving the energy of making life from death, or like taking a frequency that's not supposed to be alchemized, or that's very difficult to alchemize, I should say, and alchemizing it. Tables like truly, truly turning. But I feel like that's the thing though. Like, imagine giving everything to somebody, right? I'm pretty sure you could, right? And then that person takes all of that and gives it to somebody else, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of us know that feeling. We know that energy. Like, imagine the ruin that gives you. The absolute disgust in yourself, in life, in everything, in love. But then imagine, like, literally coming out on the other side of that. Like, it seems pretty impossible. There is a song, Carolina Polachek, Pretty Impossible. Go listen to that, right? I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like perhaps that is why you're also in this energy. You are actually able now to no longer want to be triggered because you actually overcame the trigger. That's why you have this desire to like push it away before it even triggers you. It's because it's just not of importance to this to your Wheel of Fortune energy. You know. Okay, let's get the rest of the spread. A lot of stuff. Yeah, here's death too. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, death, and it's even giving the sense of like, it's even giving the sense of like, like this person wasn't a person anyway, or like this wasn't a business anyway, because the transformation, the death that like, or the life that you create from this death is actually this Wheel of Fortune. So if you had a twin flame, if you had a business, if you had a partner, if you had a friend, if you had a group, if you had a whatever that you wholeheartedly believed to be your begin all end all, and they did something like this to you, like they put an end to it, they killed it, they killed you or some shit. That was I don't know, that was just not it. It wasn't just preparation for what is actually coming. That was literally in some way your like lower self like dying, or that you were giving to. You understand? You were giving to your lower self, your sicker self, your you understand what I'm saying? That's why it hurts so much. That's why it hurts so much. Because your lower self rejected you. It's like, oh no. Anyway. Anyway, Yeah, the world. Of course, what comes after death would be something so much better. Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. And the very last one is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you've completed a cycle in regards to, first of all, like wanting to complete cycles because they triggered you, and then actually completing the cycle in being triggered because you're no longer being triggered. Like your energy, your alchemy within you did something. I feel like this is also something to do with this like new world energy that you're creating, that you have manifested for yourself. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't even want to say this was your lower self. It was an idea of your lower self, because you were your lower self when you were choosing this energy, this consciousness. This is crazy. I feel like you're about to come like full circle on something. Not again, but like, because I feel like this is something else, even though it's like similar or the same. I don't know how to explain. Not even a higher level, but like a higher level, I guess. But like you're about to come very full circle on something that really felt like you were dead. That made you feel like you were dead. And there's something about like before we go, there's something about like trigger warning, but like like I'm not gonna get into that energy. Just like being aware of it is alchemizing it. Just know that like you're stepping into not just the exact opposite of what you had to endure, but like you're stepping into something that is so like, if this is love, for instance, you're stepping into a love that like you could have never actually pictured, okay? Because your world was very small. Your world was revolving around like this person or this idea or this belief. Your universe was revolving around this specific thing, and like it's so big that like you're about to realize, okay? So whatever this new world is that like you are birthing, this new love, this new business, this new family, this new self-concept, that's a term that's been coming up a lot, I've seen, which is proper magic, I would say, right? Whatever this new self-concept is that is emerging is something that like you're coming full circle, but it's something that is completely not it's just not what you would think. Like I don't think, like, you know how that Shakespeare thing of like the monkeys typing for like infinity, it would take like, how long would it take for them to like eventually they type the whole play of Romeo and Juliet. Like I don't even think then you would have like, maybe then you would like you would understand or see what's about to happen or what is happening. But for the most part, the aspect of you that is on the journey, because you have contact with an aspect of you that is already source, and then you are the aspect on the journey, so to say, even though you're both, right? The aspect of you that is on the journey is experiencing this as very like I don't know, like, you understand what I'm gonna do? Okay, I feel like that's sufficient, and like this is happening, this is happening quickly. I feel like this is. I feel the quickness that I'm feeling is because the world is so big, and it's kind of like it's an immediate world change. I feel like you resonate obviously with readings that I do, that like your personal journey is attached to the collective, and the choices you make influences world events and shit. Like as you go through this change, the world is like literally changing with you on this, okay? Because it's your reality anyway, it's your simulation anyway. Oh, I also feel like this has something to do with, it feels like you were giving a lot of your energy to something that was never actually going to be what it needed to be for you. But like this wasn't a lesson necessarily per se. It was just because it's not big enough to be called a lesson, quite honestly. I don't know why. Maybe compared to what's unfolding for you, you know. But it like I don't know. It just is. It was what it was. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, like you're not even gonna be thinking about, yeah, Six of Swords, Queen of Cups. You're not even gonna be thinking about this anyway. Okay, and that's what's about to happen for you. Okay, it's like death's not is about to like literally not matter to you or something. Like you're just gonna scoff death off or something. That's what's unfolding for you. And I mean death in every way: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, any kind of, Anyway, thank you so much, guys. That was your reading. Thank you for liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for personal reading and session. Everything is in the description box down below. I'll say good for no one. No one. Okay.